What is up, guys? Welcome to another MK Mobile video. Today we are basically reviewing the White Lotus Tower equipment. It has been provided by Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios in their official Twitter page. So I will go for each item one by one. I'm going to basically tell you what I think about it and is it good or is it bad, stuff like this. First thing first, before I start, I want to apologize that I've been inactive lately. I don't work YouTube and sometimes I simply don't have time or I simply don't feel like uploading, and when this time comes, there won't be videos for a certain period of time. But anyways, now this time is basically gone, so I can focus on doing some videos for you. First thing first, Shintai of Wind. 100% recovery boost, that's pretty cool, it's always useful. 25% incoming damage reduction when user is below 50% health. This one is 6.5 out of 10. I mean, this can be useful in survival mode without any doubt. Very defensive item, pretty cool. Basically, you tag out, then you tag back in, and you have recovered a lot of health. Really useful, but nothing special, nothing extraordinary. Shintai of Fortune. 50% chance to drain 33% of power on special attack 1. We already had this one, basically, the previous tower, I believe, or the one before that. Anyways, 15% reduced power cost on special attacks. Pretty cool item, pretty cool item. I mean, you can use that on MK11 Scorpion so that you can snare. But, like, once again, nothing special. Again, 6.5 out of 10. Good, but nothing extraordinary. Shintai of Prosperity. 15% power generation boost. Alright, 100% combo ender damage boost. Now that's bad. The combo ender damage boost simply not a great stat. I've tested that with basically 4 pieces of equipment. All of them were giving combo ender damage boost, and it wasn't really great. So this one is, no, probably 6 out of 10 or 5.5 out of 10, nothing special. So at the end of the day, none of the green pieces of this tower are really amazing. Now let's take a look at the blue pieces. Shintai of Malice. 100% chance to apply Death Mark on user tag in. Pretty cool. So basically use Classic Team, you basically soak whoever, then you tag Classic Raiden, and you apply Death Mark to the entire enemy team. Isn't that amazing? 30% team resistance to all debuffs. Oh my god. Classic. Basically, you have to try to max this piece out. Once you have this piece out, maxed out, then every single Arctic Wind modifier will be a breeze. You won't have any problems with it whatsoever. And Death Mark can stack up to 3 times. This is an accessory, so it's pretty cool. I wonder what do they mean by Death Mark can stack up to 3 times. Now you know that if you have Death Mark on your enemy, it can be basically stacked 3 times. So does that mean that if Death Mark can stack 3 times, you can stack 3 times, each of those 3 times? So at the end of the day, you have 9 stacks of Death Mark. That's interesting. That's interesting, and it's worth testing. God's Helper. Actually, yeah, the Shintai of Malice is going to be a 9, 8.5 or a 9, something like this. Really, really useful piece. I mean, the resistance to the buffs, great. Death Mark on tag, amazing for an assassin. You just tag in, you do special to it, some block off, for instance, and you kill. Pretty useful. The Death Mark can stack up to 3 times. Not that great, but yeah, it is what it is. That's why I give it like 8, 8.5, not a 10. God's Helper Kitsune. 50% chance to apply Curse on Combo Ender. I guess that's useful. 70% chance to apply Fear on Special Attack 1. Oh my god! Why? I mean, Fear is probably the worst debuff in the game. Seriously. And if you give, for instance, this one to MK11 Scorpion, and this is a weapon, by the way, you will fear them like all the time. And you don't want this to happen. You want them snared. I wonder what happens if they're snared and you fear them. That's interesting. If an opponent tags out or is forced to tag out while the user is active, so basically based on the 70% chance to fear, the next time this opponent tags back, they will lose all of their power. But I don't want him to tag out in the first place. Seriously, I don't want him to tag out. I just want to finish him off. I want to snare him and finish him off. In very, very rare cases, I would like to tag him out. So this piece is probably a 7 or something, 7.5. Probably in certain situations going to be useful, but in general case, I wouldn't use that piece. And I wonder whether Dark Raiden can revert that. So every time when he tags in, he's going to have 3 bars of power right at the bat, because it says the next time the opponent attacks back, they will lose all of their power. What about Dark Raiden? Will he gain all of his power? Interesting. Tsukumogami Demon's Heart. 40% chance to affect 100% basic attack damage when blocking. Absolutely lame. 50% reduced chance to gain positive effect for the opponent. Lame. For each 20% of max health a teammate lost, the user restores 10%. This piece is designed 150% only to be annoying on bosses. Nobody will like to block all the time so that he can reflect damage back to the enemy. You want to be on the offensive all the time, right? And the 50% reduced chance to get a positive effect on the opponent, like, why do you care? You just want to destroy him, right? I mean, it's going to be useful, but definitely I wouldn't rely on that piece, ever, compared to all the other rare pieces in the game. And this for each 20% of max health the teammate lost, the user restores 10% of user max health. This is 150% designed to be good on bosses. Basically, that's it. Even though this can be useful, for instance, if you have slash adjacent, basically he can heal the guy who has the Tsukumogami Demon's Heart up to 100%, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of this piece. I'll give it like a 6, 5.5. Like, the first two things, especially the first one, is absolute trash. Anyways, let's continue with the epics. Oh my god, so much reading. Shintai of the North. 100% chance to apply Team Frostbite on special attack 2. Okay. If the opponent is already affected by Frostbite, the opponent will become affected by Freeze instead. Alright, and basically that's 100% on basically Fusion 10, right? 100% chance to gain shield upon applying Frostbite and Freeze. Okay. 1 bar of power on tagging and at the start of the match when equipped on a starting character. I guess this one is pretty cool. I'll give it like a 9. And the reason why I'm not giving it a 10 is because, for one thing, basically the 1 bar of power, which is pretty overpowered, unlocks Fusion 10. And in the beginning, it's not 100%. You get 100% all the way when you max it out. And not many people are going to have it maxed out. And they're simply better epics at Fusion 10 than this one. Still, it's going to be pretty useful on Sub-Zero. Definitely on Sub-Zero. But at the end of the day, yeah, just a 9. It's not a 10. It's not a total game changer. Tsukumogami Demon's Fire. 40% all special attack and block chance. It's very, very, very underwhelming for an epic piece, but still useful. 50% opponent unblockable attack chance reduction. That's really useful. And then something special for Erin Black. When Erin Black does not have enough power to perform a special attack, a sinister demon who lives in his rifle can feast on his blood and help him use health instead of power to perform his special attack. His special attack will not be able to trigger regeneration. Okay. The first energy bar costs 20% of max health. The second costs 40% max health. The third costs 6% of max health. Wait a second. So I can do basically... So I can do X-Ray for free? Just like do X-Ray for free? Does not have enough power to perform special. So if I start with the 2 bars of power, I obviously don't have enough power. So I can sacrifice 20% of my max health to do X-Ray. I have to test that. That's pretty weird. It looks pretty cool though. It looks pretty cool. After a successful special attack 2, a demon hexes the opponent with a Spirit Flame. Spirit Flame drains health and power from the opponent. The more opponents are affected by Spirit Flame, the more health and power is drained. The hex can only be removed by killing the demon, dispel, or the final death of the hexed opponent. How do you kill the demon? This one is an 8.5 or a 9. Again, I have to test that. So much things, I have to test that. I really have to test that. And that's a weapon, judging from the damage boost. Anyways, God's Helper Tanuki. 55% max health boost. On user tagging, there is a 100% chance that the Tanuki joins the user and starts playing drums. Oh my god. While its enchanting item can be heard, the user gets affected by luck and the opponents get affected by weaken. The opponent can use this spell to get rid of enchantment and make Tanuki run away. And what happens if you don't have this spell? Basically, until this thing is active, you'll be weakened for good. I guess that's pretty unfortunate if you're facing this guy. Fujin. On incoming special attack or X-Ray Fatal Blow, there's a 40% chance that Fujin will summon a Wind Shield. Oh my god, this is designed for bosses. Nobody wants to eat special attack, nobody wants to eat X-Ray, so I don't care what percentage chance I have to something to happen. I don't wanna be hit by X-Ray, I don't wanna be hit by special attack. So the thing is, this one is 150% designed so it can be annoying on bosses, and they know that, and they still do that. That's really, really bad. I'm not maxing out this piece. It's bad. I want pieces to be designed so that they can be good on players. Nobody cares what happens when they get hit by special attack. Seriously, nobody. Anyways. Once per match, upon receiving fatal damage, of course, the user is saved by Tanuki, who possesses the user for 10 seconds, receiving damage and fighting back in their place. I want to see that. After Tanuki leaves, the next teammate to tag can be chosen. I guess you can take advantage of this particular thing, which basically probably unlocks the Fusion 10. But until you get to Fusion 10, this piece is not going to be that great. So, considering the fact that I haven't tested it, I'll give it like an 8 or 7.5. I don't care what happens when I eat an X-ray, seriously. I mean, I guess it's going to be a good thing, but once again, if you're controlling the game, if you know what you're doing, you won't be eating X-rays. That's the thing. Anyways. Shintai of Revenge, 50% basic attack and block chance, always good. 60% chance to apply shield break on block break attack, that is perfect for MK Scorpion. 50% chance to apply Team Silence and Team Bleed on successful special 1 and 2. Oh my god, this one is a 9.5. Or even, you know what, this one is a 10, absolute 10. This one is brutal. It gives you unblockable chance, it's a weapon. It gives you shield break on combo ender, perfect for MK Scorpion. And it gives you, apart from the fire he does, he can now do Team Bleed. Absolutely brutal. Well, if you have this thing maxed out, MK Scorpion will rule every single fight. It's going to be absolutely... I mean, unfortunately though, the fact that with the Team Silence and Team Bleed will be unlocked in Fusion 10, but even without it, the chance that it gives you shield break, pretty cool, and unblockable chance, pretty cool. So this piece is probably the best thing out of the epics. And the Shintai of Malice is also really, really useful. The rest, not that great. I really want to test the Demon Fire and Tanuku. It seems pretty cool, but I have to test it so I can give better opinion. Alright guys, so this is going to be all for you today. See you next time. Take care.
Perfect.